I want to thank you for just coming and checking out my video analysis, my high performance analysis of Sloane Stephens and the progress she's made since Australian Open 2013. Even though she hasn't had a great year in 2014, I just want to identify a couple things that she's improved at or she can work on her game. A little bit of slow motion clips here, you can see how much of a natural talent she is. Pretty much of a late strike zone, great hands, especially in the back end. Just big concern of mine is how much she uses her hands on the follow through. Really keeps that right elbow really close to the body and pulls across because she's got tremendous hands and kind of locks the hips a bit on the back end, which we'll see kind of affects her play and limits her depth and covering of the back end side a little later on in the video. All right.
Junior doubles champion.
Here we see how close Sloane is to the center hash mark there in the second serve. And Azarenka really punishes her by drilling into the backhand corner, which causes the early error.
How did you used to do it?
Here we see Sloane kind of moving a little bit off her back foot, locking at the hips and pulling across the ball, kind of giving up a short ball here. And we saw that a little bit early in the practice. For Sloane to be successful, she's really got to use that out wide serve, which sets up a lot of short balls. A lot of balls playing to her forehand. So when she's serving out wide, you can look for her to be really dangerous.
Where you from? Who you know? Where you from? Where your grandma stay? Man, this mad city I run.
Brace yourself, I take you on a trip down memory lane. This is not a rapper, I'm slinging.
Well, trust is so important, isn't it? Made it.
Even though in 2014 it resulted as a loss, playing Azarenka, you see Sloane's taking the ball a little bit closer to the baseline, the backhand side.
Oh, unlucky.
I like how she's protecting the backhand corner a lot better. You can see the stance going a little bit more open, which is giving her a little better hip rotation in the backhand, which I'm a big fan of. And she's obviously taking the ball and changing direction a little bit more in the backhand. This was why I think she put up a better fight in the 2014 Australian Open. As you can see through the clip in the video, Sloane's using that backhand to really open up the court a bit more, not giving up a little too much real estate, getting caught further back behind the baseline, and really using the forehand to dictate a little bit more. So I think the strength of her play in 2014 was a lot better, even though she didn't reach as far. I think running into Azarenka in the semis, 2013, versus running into Azarenka in the fourth round, really kind of gave a false sense of where she was playing at last year's Australian Open.
Wow, what a great hold that is.
Here's one of the better points in the match where we see Sloane really covering that backhand corner. Great lateral movement, good recovery each and every shot. Outside leg, getting back, to an optimal recovery point, changing directions, really keeping Azarenka on the move. You can see here she stays down in that backhand down the line, which then sets up for the forehand, creating a short ball and the opening.
Stephens saves another.